Alright, y'all, we are back, and I'm gonna call my mumsy. It's Sunday, but I'm gonna consider Sunday as our start over day, so that way I can start posting on a regular schedule and knowing when I'm ending each of the videos. So I'm gonna do a little clip, try to drop these weekly. So I'll probably drop them on like Saturday, maybe Fridays. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet, or thought that far ahead. But it's Sunday, we're off and rocking. I had body work this morning, and my lady was like, "Oh, see what you been doing?" I said, "Girl, jumping, leaping, kicking, curling, tumbling, falling, everything." She said, "You got some new knots going on." I said, "Yeah, that's the life of functionality." But every time I run into like either both of my bodywork people comment, they're like, "Said you leaning down?" Yeah. So if the scale don't move, mind you, whole period and all, whole water influx and all, people still see it. You see it. It's a vibe. That's why I tell people, don't worry about the scale. Your body is doing what it needs to do. Your recomposition is doing what it needs to do. Focus on that, because at the end of the day, people gonna see it. And when you notice that people start seeing it, you already were having progress before, but when people start to notice it, that's when you really know what's going on. So that was a cool thing to notice, just the difference between like what my body does, like my people who've been with me for years, how they notice a difference, and where scar tissue is building up, where knots are coming in, different things like that from just the different motions and the different movements. So now we're gonna start this week out, because some people say weeks start on Sunday. I'm more of a Monday starter person, but for the sake of this video, we start on a new week, okay, on this here Sunday, because my cheat meal is done. It was much better than Friday's cheat meal, I will say. Very happy about that. Ate that, woke up this morning, did my cardio. It was a little bit rainy, which I actually like, because I built my whole track career in college. Like, we had to run rain, sleet, or snow outside. Like, we had to just get it done. So it's actually kind of therapeutic doing it now. So I just bring my umbrella outside and hit that. But that's what's going on today. So now we're in the car. We're going to head over to my grandparents' side of town. My granddaddy is 90 years old. My grandma's 89. My granddaddy has not lifted a weight in his entire life until last week we went to the gym with him. So that was exciting. He was hiking very, very strong. He just got to figure out what's going on. Because even the most fascinating part was, because, you know, they say, oh, older folks can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you can. If that dog want to learn the trick, he'll learn the trick. Because I told my granddad, I said, "Hey, granddad, you feel," because my granddad don't know all the names of the muscles. He don't be caring about none of that. He never had to learn none of that. He was like, "Yeah, I can fix that car, though." That's what he cared about. So I was like, "Hey, granddad," I said, "Do you feel this left trap a little bit higher?" He's like, "Yeah, I kind of feel like that side was a little bit higher." Came back to the second round, he done dropped that trap down, got the shoulders nice and even, was pulling the weight. And then the funniest part is, I'm putting them on live today, because it's gonna be hilarious. I'll get a couple clips on here so y'all can see. But I'd be like, "Okay, granddad, we're gonna just do 10 reps. You know, we're trying to keep it cute. We not trying to do too much. We're trying to just see where you're at, get the bones moving, get a little bit muscle, get a little bit just you know, functionality going real good." Because he's had 2 knee replacement surgeries, so he's trying to make sure he just moves. And even his leg press is really good. He was moving good, walking way better, because he came in with his little cane. He ain't had no cane until he had knee surgery. And that was how long ago, Mama? 2 years ago. He ain't never had no cane. So my granny was still cutting lawns until my mama told him he couldn't cut them up. So, and that was a couple years ago too, before the knee surgeries. So going back for round 2 with them. My grandma, she was in the gym before, but she stopped going when COVID hit, because she used to be in the pool a lot more, and then she got a little scary. And so now she's back in there moving good and doing all the weights and stuff. So it's just really fascinating to see what they're able to do, what the base functionality is. They ain't argue the whole time with each other. It was very, very peaceful. But even like last week when I got them to do the planks, I'm like, you got folks half my age that can't even do no doggone plank. They was out here planking straight back, booty down for a full minute. I'm like, the hell is going on? So I said, you know what? Yeah. And the thing about me is, I don't need you to be an elite athlete. That's the one thing, the misconception that people have about, well, me in particular. I am a very intense person, but my intensity strives with your work ethic. How much are you willing to give of yourself to the task at hand? And my vibes align with those who are willing to give everything for the task at hand to be their absolute best. So if you're trying to give your best, I don't care if that's one pull up, you sitting down better than you were before, that gives me energy. That hypes me up, because at the end of the day, I'm very much an energetic person. So if you come in funky and not giving your all and want to BS and sit down and complain, you're not the person for me. Go on, get up on my face. I don't care if you're 5 feet away from me or 1000. Go ahead and get on. So that's just how I move through life. And in general, like, that's why a lot of the reason why I train by myself, move by myself, do a lot of stuff by myself unless I'm with my main core friends who know how I am and understand what it means to be friends with a person of my intensity. It's not for everybody. Because I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable. And guess what? You're going to grow. And even my more so soft-spoken friends, guess what? You're going to start speaking up when you deal with me. Because you're going to start speaking up when you deal with me. Because I'm going to give you that confidence to say, girl, you better cuss that out. Okay, you hear me? I'm going to give you that confidence. If you ain't had it before, you're going to have it after dealing with me. If you and my friend, guess what? You finna pop your okay? Anyway, y'all, I'm doing very good not cursing anymore. Not as much. Y'all know I don't cuss on the interwebs anyway, but I'm doing a lot better with that on this here journey. But I will say overall, to end out this ramble, before we start asking Mama some questions, 2025 has been a very, very amazing year for all different things. Good, bad, ugly, all together. I think it was all very, very fundamental in terms of the amount of growth I've already had, and we're just now getting to August. And that's what I've noticed the most post-retirement is just how I'm still able to continue to grow and grow and grow and throw myself off the deep end repeatedly to continue to grow. And so one thing I've learned, and that has gotten even worse or better for me, depending on where you're looking at it, is just my intensity. And like, I think a lot of people don't understand that I'm not just intense when it comes to bodybuilding, I'm intense when it comes to life. So that's the thing that I very much have set with, and understand that is okay. I've always thought it was okay, because again, it's just me. But it's just a matter of really sitting with that and recognizing, like, hey, like, you just an intense girly. You're intense, babes. And again, I love it. I love that for me. We're on the way to the gym. We're going to do a cute little short Q&A with my mother, because here's the thing. I had a whole documentary film for y'all. The photographer out in Arizona named Chris is holding my videos hostage and doesn't respond to communication, and is, you know how people go. And in this era, 2025, I'm not letting nobody slide. I don't let nobody slide anyway. But yeah, this year we're naming names. There's one more name I need to name who's acting real funky this year, but we're going to leave her for later. Okay? But he's holding my videos hostage. But I had so much information for y'all just to see how the process went, to talk to my parents, talk to my family, to get an updated version on my first documentary on just what prep looks like for me and what their thoughts are on my journey. So now I'm just going to have to start interviewing myself and having them come in. But yeah, anyway, be careful with these photographers out here. Be careful. If they gonna play with me, they damn sure gonna play with you. And so still salty about that. And my favorite part is this same photographer gonna come to my show talk about, can I film the show? Sir, you ain't even gave me my documentary back. Are you smoking crack rock? You gotta be smoking. You gotta be smoking to think that you finna come in here and film my stuff. My show, when you have not given me my documentary. Be so for real. Anyway, so now we're gonna ask my mom some questions and see what she says. Okay, mommy.
Cydney.
Let's see. Okay, what was it like raising a child like me?
I am driving, Cydney. We will talk later.
No, we gonna get her to multitask.
No, we're not.
You talk to me anyway. What we doing? You're already being filmed anyway, so you're already talking.
No.
Y'all, why she trying to be difficult?
I am.
See, she
you want to get that safe though? You don't.
Listen, you can drive. You grown, girl.
I'm grown.
Exactly. You big grown.
See.
My mama trying to be difficult, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all some questions. So I'm just have to. Either way, she gonna answer the question. She just don't recognize when she gonna answer them. This lighting is good in here.
You're true.
Yeah, mommy.
No.
Okay, I give up, y'all, but I don't. We are here with my grandpappy. Say hey, grandpappy.
Girl.
And then fancy. Look, watch. Ooh.
Where you get that?
Off the interwebs.
That's cute.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, and here goes my grandma. Say hey, grandma.
Hey.
You say hey, YouTube.
Hey, who?
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, y'all got water in here?
All right, we're gonna get to training them. That's why I love my grandparents. They come in here in dress pants, a dress shirt, jeans, and a polo. Our granddaddy fancy for the gym, honey. Okay, Dorothy, how is your workout going so far?
My workout is going fine. I'm doing more than I thought I would.
What's your favorite exercise so far?
I think it's the one over there.
You like the chest press?
I think so.
I like the chest press my granddaddy is. Okay. You feel strong?
I feel strong, but I know I'm not. I'm just trying to do the best I can.
That's right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right, let's get swole, Granny. Come on, we gotta do some calves. Gotta make sure ankles strong, feet strong, all that good stuff. My mom be cracking me up. My mama like a little chiller. She be like, drink it up, drink it up, drink it up. Grandma, how you feel every time Mama tell you to keep drinking? What you feel like?
I don't know what I feel like. I know I don't want to sit on for this stuff.
She said, I'm tired of drinking. I'm gonna say, I don't want to drink no more. My mom is a bully. She's a bully. She bullies her parents.
Thank you. Come on, Mama, start again. Right here.
All right, now, so we did shoulders because they both had shoulder injuries. We're gonna make sure shoulders get a little stronger. A little bit of chest, make sure just overall they were to push things up. And then now we're gonna teach them how to do some calf raises. So that way we're strengthening their feet, strengthening their ankles, strengthening the lower extremities so that way they're able to walk and move efficiently throughout these years. But yeah, 90 years old, 89, and here killing it.
Okay? So then you let this come up. Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay? So I'm pushing up, not with my toes, I'm following through my toes. I'm pushing up this muscle. So even with this one, exhale, inhale, exhale.
Get swole.
When it gets
All right, workout is done. So we did shoulders, chest, and calves. Very much a challenge for them both. Granny said he feels a little bit more tired than he was feeling.
Yes, I am.
So I think that's because he feels the same way too, Grandma. You feel a little more tired this week than last week? So the key thing I noticed is it was harder for them to do shoulders. They both have shoulder injuries or have had them. So working them through weaker body parts and weaker motions made them more challenged, which is great because it shows them where they have to work on and how to continue getting better. And then we are going back to the house, honey. Great job. Great job, great job.
I can't hardly walk now.
Yes, you can. You ain't even do legs. So I got a little bit of on there. We parked at the end. And now we're going to head back home and I'm going to go relax. And bye, y'all. We parked by y'all. Go relax and read my little book.
Who I was talking to, she's going to train you for free during the week.
Oh, shucks.
I'm a coordinator, though. Look, she even gave me her number. She said I wouldn't dare charge him.
Period. You finna be fine. You finna be fine. Show the ladies how you used to look at the girls, your daddy.
Oh, he still do that.
Show how you used to look at the girls. Take the shades off. Let's show the people how you used to look at the girls. My granddad was that guy.
If your mama was to go up and see me talk to somebody, I guess you know.
So y'all, we're done. So why is it so important for you to get your parents in the gym? How does it make you feel watching them kind of do their thing?
The main reason is genetically they're small. I'm not. Genetically they're small. So as they get older, they're losing all the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And so and I know through my life experiences the importance of muscle and exercise. And so now I see them getting stronger it's only been 2 sessions with them.
Yeah.
See them getting stronger. I see the determination. I see how focused they are. And I say, I wonder where they get it from.
Yeah.
Wonder where we get it from. But they are so focused. And so once we build that muscle, it's going to be beautiful to see. The science, the art, the discipline. So, yeah, it makes me feel good. That's it, Sid. I'm hot.
And the crazy part is this gym that we're at is actually the gym that I first lifted weights in. Isn't that crazy? Because I was 10 years old.
10?
And my mama, remember before we started training anybody else, we used to come up here.
Girl,
Do you remember that back then?
13.
Before 13. Girl, I tried to train before 13.
10.
So 10, but we didn't start training 13. But you were like, that one day, you were like, Sid, let's just see if you could lift a little weight. And then we were doing a lap pull down in this same, not the gym, when it was downstairs with my chemistry teacher. Remember that? Because Tisha was with us.
Yes.
And my mom looked, she said, oh my God. I was 10 years old pulling that thing. And so it's funny that
circles back around.
Yeah, full circle that we're all back again. And my old summer grounds, I used to do summer camp here, eat my hot pickles and hot Cheetos here, the ice cream thing. I used to do summer camp over here. So it's very, very fun to see how everything just goes full circle. And the cool part too is being able to, you know, give back to my grandparents, have all the information that I've learned, and be able to do this for them without them having to find somebody to pay for everything in order to get the information that they need that's actually beneficial. Now the crazy part is, the key thing that my mama was talking about is my grandma got real small. Now ask me why she got real small. Because our medical industry is trash. End of rant on that.
Oh.
But basically what happened was, these doctors, they get so carried away and getting their commission, whatever the hell what else they get. But at the end of the day, what happened was, my grandma wants to lose a little weight, child. And she didn't really want to lose a little weight. She wanted to get a little more meat on the bones, but she wanted to lose a little bit of body fat. But she doesn't recognize that losing body fat comes with getting a little more muscle on the bones, getting everything right. In this quest, this journey to get all this, I don't know how the conversation happened. How the conversation happened, Mama? I don't know.
Okay, she wasn't trying to lose weight. That was her primary. He wanted the benefit of the money and put her on dialysis. And
put her on dialysis?
And,
Ozempic.
He wanted to put her on.
He put my 89-year-old grandma on Ozempic, y'all.
When she was already
she ain't got
small,
diabetes, and she already small.
Diabetes. That's exactly what happened. And then when I called him, he wanted Dr. Shelton. Well, he put her on Ozempic when she was already small, and she's not diabetic, and then denied it. Because where she get the Ozempic from? Where is an 89-year-old woman getting Ozempic from if she ain't getting it from the doctor? Let's be so for real. And infusions,
for
child. 6 months.
So honestly, at this point, I think there should be a rule when doctors are dealing with elderly people. You need to be communicating with somebody younger in their family. It's like, stop trying to scam people and stop trying to do the foolery.
That's exactly what he did. On blast, Dr. Shelton.
Yeah, so watch out for your parents, y'all. Watch out for your grandparents, because doctors are doing some real slick stuff. So just make sure you are paying attention to all those things. So basically what ended up happening was, she couldn't stop losing weight, because a lot of times people forget what happens with Ozempic is it can paralyze your intestines. So now she's not hungry. She doesn't do anything. She's just kind of just like, I want to eat. So now we got her on an Evogen protein shakes, and trying to get her to eat more and get more of an appetite. But I told her a large part of getting more of an appetite is training. So you got to move, you got to build some muscle, put some more meat back on your bones as much as you possibly can in order to get that done. But that's also a large part of why we are here, because folks are trifling. See?
Just saying. Trifling.
In my experience, my family, I've seen way too many doctors who are not above board in their practices. So that's why I stay away from the doctor as much as possible, and that's another reason why I take care of myself as best as I can now. Because if I ain't got to see one, baby, I'm not seeing one. You hear me? I go in for my little checkup, and they can kiss my butt from then on forward, honey. If it ain't an emergency, I ain't got nothing for you. And quite honestly, if it is an emergency, I'm gonna call one of my doctor friends. Okay? I'm not calling y'all for nothing. The amount of doctors I know and the amount of doctor clients I know in every single field, I'm calling them before I go to a stranger. Not happening.
Somebody you can trust. Somebody
I can trust. Exactly. Who ain't trying to take all my money. So that's that. But I'm gonna go home, relax. We'll take y'all through most of the workouts I'll have. They'll of course be posted on Instagram. So if you want to see those workouts, go over there. I won't have time to film on this little contraption because there's just too much going on in my little tripod. I don't have time for all that. I just mastered the tripod with my phone, so I'm gonna stick with that and do this portion solely for just talking with y'all and kikiing. But that's about it. I'm gonna get ready for the week, ready to rock and roll, finish the steps out for the day, and just keep pushing towards these goals of losing weight. So the crazy part is, at this time, like I said, like we talked about earlier, people noticing the shift in my physique already. Curious to see how that goes once the water weight is off. I'll do another midweek check-in, which I will talk to y'all about once that is done, see what's happening with the body, see where it's moving, and what changes we make based off of the information that we receive from that, and then we'll move forward from there. But I'm excited about this journey. Keep pushing. And the best part about this is being able to see if my goal weight is actually my goal weight, because I may want a little extra off, just get a little bit more etched in, or I may be okay being a little bit heavier than I thought I would want to be. So basically just really going about looking at the look and not the scale.
I like that.
You like that, mommy?
Yes.
Let me touch back on one thing. I said paralyzes your intestines. I meant causes gastrointestinal distress. It can paralyze your stomach. So we're not sure what my grandma had going on with all of that stuff, but it's definitely been a journey. But there are definitely side effects to all of these. I'm gonna just call them chemicals. Side effects to everything that you do. So that is one thing that I've noticed out this journey. But I said, let me go ahead and correct that. So did I say stomach or did I I say intestine, but I meant stomach. All right, morning, lovely people. We just did our, ignore how I'm talking to my Invisalign in, so it makes me talk weird. So this is my check-in. Did a second one because D was like, all right, let's just check in and see what the weight is doing midweek. So I had a massage yesterday, did my leg day yesterday. And usually what I found is most people get inflamed after leg days or intense days like that, but I don't really get as much. I still put a little fluff, just a little tiny bit. So the period just ended yesterday. For the most part, like 99.9%. And so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and check in. Step a little, let me do my little vacuums in the morning. Do my vacuums every morning, even though I'm retired. Still do those every single day. I'll do a vacuum video too for y'all so y'all can see all the different variations that I do. But yeah, so I went and got on the scale and I already back down basically my 2 pounds. So I'm down to 160.0 again, and that's very close to my cheat meal. So if I'm thinking like, okay, I already lost most of the weight back again. So that tells me that it was the period. It was just a hormone imbalance, blah, 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 blah. All right, so by the time from today, if I'm 160 today and I get further removed from my cheat meals, which they weren't even crazy, of course, but back in the day, if I had a cheat meal, I would be inflamed all the way until the next week. Like how I used to be inflamed for the entire week and it would drop right back down or go a little bit lower the day before my cheat meal, on the day of my cheat meal. So that shows progress again for my growth of my dieting style and my cheat meal style. So yeah, back down to 160 now. So by the time Friday comes around, so that's 2, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I got 2 more days. I should easily be like 158, 157. Once I get like my long runs done, my stretching, my cardio days, my fighting day. So that's 3 more days of work I have to do. And so that would definitely get me back down to like where I probably would have been last week and plus a little bit more progress. So, but it's cool to see that, okay, yeah, my body is efficiently working how it needs to. Period's basically done and everything just kind of goes shoop, right back down. So sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I should have waited another day, but I'm like, nah, it should be fine. As long as most of it's gone, like usually like once my first day hits, all the symptoms start residing after that first day and we just get back to my normal self. So far, so good. I'm excited about that. So can't wait to see what Friday will look like. And yeah, so now what I got to do is I'm going to eat breakfast, do my cardio, and then I need to start editing the first video so I can get that pushed out to y'all. All right, I hope you're having a good morning. So I'm going to talk to y'all while I'm walking in circles around my house. So I just got back from the store. So I posted, if you saw it on my stories, I was posting about the beef and everything like that that's getting like so expensive. But I think it was just at one store. Some of the stores getting a little carried away. But I was like, okay, let me go ahead and go to the store again today because I need to get some ice for my ice bath. And the day before yesterday, the freaking 1.6 pounds for beef was at $16. I said, you got to be kidding me. Because ain't no way in hell you thought I'm paying that. So I clearly didn't get it. I went and got me some turkey. And for some reason, I found that ever since I retired, I cannot physically eat ground turkey. It can be 99% turkey, but when it comes to like 93%, I cannot eat it. It's not right. It don't taste right. I don't know. It don't cook right. It's just weird. So I don't eat that anymore. But I also found that I can no longer eat any type of fatty fish. Like anytime I even think of salmon or see it or try to cook it, it gives me the worst, like I just, like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can eat tilapia, I can eat any white fish, I can eat cod, all that is fine. So it's not fish. I can eat sushi, I can eat seafood of all sorts. Something about, I don't know what it is. It just may be like the quality of food is changing drastically. That might be what it is, but all I know is I ain't eating it. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead. So I went back to go to the store today. Went to one that's like a better, I don't want to say better. I don't know. It was close. It's more convenient for me. So I went in there because I'm like, ain't no way. That's why I was so confused by the $16. Because there ain't no way I've seen this price. I get beef every week. I've been eating beef every week for like 4 years. I don't even remember. Every day for 4 years. And so I'm like, okay. So I went and go. As it looks, 1.3 pounds for $7. I said, exactly. That is the type of price that I need in my life. Anything more than that is getting wild. But the good thing is it did make me think about, because a lot of people were talking to my DMs. I love my little Instagram family, my TikTok family, because I be getting all the information. We be talking and collaborating. Oh, that's a fly. Okay. Talking and collaborating. And they were like, so you need, I said, I'm dead serious, so I need to get a cow. And they're like, here's where you can get the cow. So I'm like, that's why I like being in the country, because again, get where the cow's at, okay? So I found me a place that's like, maybe like an hour-ish away from me that does the full cow. And you pay like $1,000+-ish, but you got pounds of meat. So I'm going to message them. I'll keep you posted on this journey if I can make this happen, because I want them to just give me the lean parts of the cow. I don't want the super fatty parts. I just want like the clean parts, 93 and up. That would be the most ideal, so that way I can store that in my deep freezer, which is usually where I keep all my junk food and stuff that I used to store that I don't store as much. I keep that in there. But that's been interesting. But the whole reason I even went in there was to get some freaking ice, because what I have noticed since I retired, and it's not even since I retired, well, yeah, because it's just different. Like when I was doing my regular workout stuff, I would get sore-ish. It would be like regular sore, nothing crazy. But I found that like different things are sore each week for different reasons. It's like, okay, my outside of my foot is more sore because it was being stabbed into somebody else's foot and ankle and knee when I was fighting for my life during a drill, during Krav Maga. So like that's what I'm finding, is a lot of different things are sore for different reasons, and that's been the most fascinating part. But the more athletic I get, I have to do the things that were utilized in my recovery when I was my elite level of athlete, in terms of like functional athlete, not bodybuilding. So I was like, okay, pull the ice back out, because I don't really like Epsom salt baths, because it's hot. It's just hot. I like a little heat sometimes. Like if I'm really hurt, I'll get in there. But I want more of the inflammation droppage versus just kind of sitting there in steam for longer. And with the ice bath, it actually makes me, I like kind of being cold with the bath, because it kind of just makes me, instead of me icing, because I know I need to ice. I need to ice my ankles. I need to ice my hips. I need to ice my low back. My low back is doing pretty good, but like my hips and my feet, questionable. They're very much functional clearly because I'm walking, but once I have to get moving good before it really just like clicks together. And what I've noticed is anytime I lose weight of any sort, whether it's 2 ounces or 2 pounds, I feel it. And I noticed that starting a couple years ago that I would feel that, because it was, because like now I notice it because since I got so heavy, my heaviest I've ever been in my life, 165. When I started to lose the weight, I started feeling it in my feet. And it's not even just like all of my foot, it's like the heels of my feet. They feel a little bit more like bony. And I think that's what also used to happen at the very end of my preps. My feet would hurt. Like I couldn't put my feet or walk barefoot at all. Like I always walk with, let me show you. I always walk with my little slippies on right here all the time. But here, I'm like, okay, I'm still feeling it. So I still walk on my slippies, but if I were to take my slippies off, like walking on the hardwood floor, walking on granite would hurt really, really badly. And that was one of the things that would always happen at the end of my preps, between that and losing all my butt cheeks and be sitting on my freaking pelvis. Not fun. 10 out of 10, don't recommend that. But at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. But that's what I've noticed so far. Overall, this week has been really good. I check in tomorrow. I feel like I probably lost weight. So we'll see. Overall, I feel good though. I feel functional. Yoga's been going amazing. Very flexible, just kind of twisting and turning way better than I used to. Mobility in the shoulders is really good. Spinal mobility has always been pretty good because I've been forcing myself to always keep it flexible and open. So that's not really anything new. But overall, I would say the week has gone great. Been spending a lot more time with my friends and family. Had like a whole 3-hour conversation with my friends. She's down in Florida now, so that was great, just being able to catch up with friends and family and still training my grandparents and all that stuff. So they did even better this last time. But I found this last session, my grandma got mad at me because you know how old folks want to be socializing all the time. Stop socializing, man. I'm trying to save your life, okay? We don't need to be out. I don't need to meet Tom, Dick, and Harry over here in the corner because you want to introduce them to your grandbaby. Ma'am, focus up. So my grandma was a little salty with me, but I'm looking like, hey, you can be salty, but you gonna be alive. So it is what it is. So that's what the update is so far. Overall, feeling good. It's been a great process. I think that 2 cheat meals a week is very much manageable for the rest of my life. I already knew I didn't need a third one, but it was cool to just do it because I just want to do it. So it's cool to see like this is what I'm trying to establish for what I want to have happen for the rest of my life. I think the amount of energy expenditure I'm doing is also maintainable because there's even more things I want to do that I don't do solely because I'm like, okay, I don't want to do too much cardio. I don't want to put too much in my body because then if I start doing too much, then I got to eat more food and I don't want to eat no more food, y'all. I thought I would never say this in my life, but I'm good. I'm good. I love a deficit. I love a deficit. If I could stay in a deficit forever, I would do that, because at the end of the day, the cheat meals do what they need to do. It brings me back up a little bit. But overall, like we talked about, I thrive on less food. And I feel good doing it. I feel energized. I feel great. So supplementation wise, that's been good. Eva Burn is still going really good. I was going to do just 4 weeks on it, but I think I don't really need to just do 4 weeks, because I'm only still at 1/5 the scoop. And at this point, the energy I get from that is still really great. So I don't think I'll bump up that. And so I'll probably just run it through the rest of the prep. I think I'll run it through the rest of the prep, because that way, I like how it's like, okay, take that 20, 30 minutes before I eat my food, while I'm doing my cardio. So it makes me get up, do my movement, and keeps me very much on plan. I think that's going to be helpful when I go on vacation too. And I think the biggest difference for this vacation is this long rant, y'all. Oh, look at y'all. We just talking. Look at, we on FaceTime. Look like us on FaceTime. Anyway, so the biggest difference between this, that's why I didn't call it a food festival. Food festival is when I've been depleted for so long. I came in dehydrated, and it's a whole other experience when you're flying across country. Dehydrated body is like, okay, girl, I'm trying to get back to my bearings. Versus this is the first vacation I've ever had in my entire life where I'm still going to be regimented, because before, if I would go as a kid, I wasn't regimented. But once I started competing, I kind of nipped that all in the bud. So now that this is going to be the first time I'm actually going, it will be a better experience, because I won't feel so empty in a sense. And when you feel empty, you then feel the need to fill up. And that's the biggest thing I've noticed with the increase in cheat meals that I've done, is I have no need and feel no need to overeat anything. Like when I'm good, I'm good. Like there was a couple cheat meals, like maybe like before last week, I didn't even eat any dessert at all. Nothing. I was like, I'm good. I'm just not going to eat it. That has never happened. Not in the last 10 years has that ever happened. So that's what I'm noticing on this journey of just balance for me. It still is probably a lot for other people, but for me, this is like the only amount of kind of relief or relaxation I need. Anything past this point is going to be too much for me, and I really won't enjoy it. If I won't enjoy it, why am I doing it? So that's where I'm at so far. We'll keep on going down this track of this road of all the information that I feel like y'all may need to know. If anything pops up, I'll keep you posted. But so far, so good. It's been a vibe. Curious to see what check-ins are. And I'm continuing to go on my YouTube journey. So more YouTubes, more TikToks, more socials. What I have found is it's a lot. I knew it was going to be a lot of energy, but it's been fun doing it. I think I've gotten so organized and so mentally prepared to take on this journey. Like I'm one of those people that whenever I'm supposed to do something, it will just fall into place mentally for me. Like if I know, like if I'm told, like I need to be back on TikTok a little bit more, guess what? My brain's going to switch over, because again, I follow directions well, and that's just what I do. If it's going to benefit me, I'm going to do it well to the best of my capability. So that's what I've done so far on this journey. Like even just vlogging this, y'all know, y'all been with me for a while. Those of you been with me from the beginning, y'all know I don't be on these interwebs talking about nothing to nobody, okay? If I don't know you like that, I ain't talking. But growth. Look at us. Look at us, okay? Y'all been with me this whole time. Shout out to my day ones. I remember y'all from before I even had an Olympia title. So I appreciate y'all for following me along this little journey. And I'm going to just keep giving y'all information. So if y'all have any questions in particular, I am going to do a Q&A on, I got to post about that on Instagram. And I'll probably pull it over to TikTok a little bit. But let me know if you have any questions below, and I will start answering those too in these little vlogs. So that'll be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now I'm going to go sit down and watch Big Brother.